Princess Charlotte is 275 days pregnant. Let's take a look at her. Charlotte, let's look at that beautiful baby bump you've got going. For those that don't know, Charlotte came to me last June, not this past June, so like a year and a half ago from a kill pen. Underweight, very skittish, barely able to get a halter on her head, and now look at her. She's still got her quirks, that's for sure, but she is just glowing. I mean, she's been rolling in the mud all day. You could see that in an earlier video, and she is just blossoming with this baby in her belly. So we're gonna take a look from the side. We're gonna take a look at her udder. Honestly, she's got a bigger belly than I thought she would at this stage. I thought she was gonna stay pretty like streamlined until the very end, but she's starting to get a little dip at the bottom. She will probably start to sink a little bit lower as she gets into those 300s. I don't think she's gonna get huge because again, she's a maiden. This is her first baby. And just like with humans, if you start off slender in your pregnancy and it's your first one, you might be a little bit more likely to stay smaller in the belly for that first one. All right, Miss Charlotte, you're so sweet. And I'm gonna take a look at your udder and show them if there's any progress. There really shouldn't be. Nope, love that. They're still deflated, they're still tiny. At this point, she probably could start creating a bag and it wouldn't raise up any red flags. About 4 to 6 weeks out from foaling is normal. But it's also totally fine with us if she doesn't have anything because that means she's just still cooking it, which is great. So let's take a look at her hip. Hi, big girl. I'm being a little bit slower with her than a lot of my mares who are, I would say, broker. She's very firm in her hip. Now, as far as her tail being picked up, I don't know how she's gonna like that. We really haven't done it a lot. There's not a lot of resistance, so that might not be something super accurate for her. Sometimes at this stage in their pregnancy, they already have like so much resistance and they're like pushing down on your hand. So then when they get really relaxed, you're like, oh, they're getting ready for that baby soon. You were kind of like medium. You weren't super relaxed, but you weren't super like pushing my hand down either. Oh, she's getting her scratchies. Overall, Charlotte, you look like you are perfect, right where you're supposed to be. She's got her bestie Ricky right next door where she can see her and be super comfy going into foaling. Her due date is February 12th. And her safe date, meaning the date that we would not want her to foal before, is January 23rd. So we could be looking at an end of January to mid-February baby for Miss Charlotte. Let me know your prediction. She is carrying a Cattails Are Blazing, AKA Trudy, and First Things First baby. This will be my first ever Denver baby. I'm so excited. You are the chosen one, Charlotte, for that gorgeous honor. And I just cannot wait to see what that baby is. So, filly or colt? And what do you think it'll look like? You think it'll look like mama being a bay, daddy being a red roan, or something else? I'd love to hear what you think.